everybody out there in YouTube land. How are we doing today? Woo, Marseille. It's kind of warm down here in the south. I'm in Dallas. Woo-woo. Dallas, Texas. A lot of people don't like coming to Dallas. I like coming down to Dallas. Several different reasons why I like coming down to Dallas. One, I generally have to go through my hometown to get here. That's always a plus. Two, I always have a good meal on the way down here. And three, I always have an outstanding meal when I leave here. You know me, it's all about chow. But I got an announcement to make today. I have never made this announcement before on YouTube. Never needed to. How do I get into this? Everybody knows that I train for 30 days and then I run solo for 30 days. Well, I have been running solo now for almost a month and a half. Mum's the word, right? Shh, be quiet, don't tell nobody. And I definitely like my solo time. But Magnum, you know, how do I say this? Magnum, we don't spend any money really on advertising to hire drivers. And, you know, we are a trucking company. We need certain number of brand new CDL holders. And then we need guys that have about a year's experience. And then, of course, we always want those guys that have more than 2 years experience. I mean, that's what everybody's looking for. But to make your numbers come out and to keep your trucks full, there's a ratio of each that you need to recruit. Now, Magnum doesn't spend any money on recruiting. If you see an ad or an advertisement saying, come to Magnum, drive for us, that's a real, that's a rare thing. So, our recruiter, I should say recruiters, we do have two now. Luke pretty much handles recruiting drivers for the Chicago area. You know, I've told y'all before what we're doing there. We're going to eventually have a hub, a terminal in Chicago. So they're trying to get enough base line of drivers for Chicago. But Tony Dahl is the recruiter that basically recruits OTR drivers nationwide. Now Tony, you know, we get in his day. He's an old Navy guy, right? And I'm an old Marine. So we like to give each other jabs, you know, here and there. Just out of good fun. But apparently, Tony's having a little trouble doing his job. You know, it's not our job as trainers to include our job is to bake the cake. That's what we do. You send in us the ingredients, we bake the cake. When it comes out of the oven, you've got a fully qualified driver to haul freight. That's what we do. It's not our job, Tony. It's not our job to go out and get all the ingredients to bake the cake as well. That's your job, Mr. Tony Dahl. Your job. Now, Tony, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Tony Dahl. Tony Dahl, you know, he comes into the office. By the way, we you know, the office opens at 8 o'clock. Tony strolls in about 9 o'clock, walks around waving to everybody like he's the dadgum superstar or whatever. And then he goes into his office and he plays around on the internet for about an hour. and he looks over the applications and goes, yeah, I'll take that one, that one might be, that's what he does. They just come to him, He doesn't have to go out and seek and destroy. He doesn't have to do the Marine Corps mission. All he's got to do is sit back and count the beans and the fuel tanks and put it together and ship it. That's all he's got to do. He doesn't have to gather the ingredients or nothing. So he'll come in, generally about an hour late every day. He'll go through the applications, pick out the cream of the crop. About 10 o'clock, he'll wander around and make his appearance or whatever. And then he'll go to lunch for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then he'll come back in the office and he'll look for the background checks and see what's come in. And he'll cross the T's and dot the I's. But, by 2:30, he's out of there. He's, because you can call Tony, and believe me, I know, I can always tell the difference. Because when he's in the office, you can hear things going on around in the background in the office. But whenever I call him up and it's after 2:30 in the afternoon, I'll be talking to him on the phone, and in the background I'll hear 4 whack. The dude's out playing golf. I'm telling you, 2:30 every afternoon, that's Mr. Tony Dahl's tea time. He's out playing golf and stuff. I mean, this dude has got to have probably the most cruise job in the world. Now he used to be a truck driver. He drove truck for a long time, and he politically schmoozed his way into an office job and ended up as a recruiter. I mean, come on, a recruiter for Magnum? I mean, one of the best companies that you could ever drive for in the country, right? They don't have to go out and recruit. They don't go to schools. They don't do advertising. All the drivers come to them, say, I want to drive for you. I want to drive you. Please, can I drive for you? That's a Magnum recruiter's job. He looks over the application. He makes sure all the boxes are filled out. It all looks good. He runs a little background check on it. That comes back good. He says, yay, we'll hire you. That's his job, right? Well, apparently, Tony, he sent me an email this morning. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read this email. It says, right here it is. Let me bring it up. Hey, Walt, you should use some of that magical YouTube powers to find a recruit for you to train. With most of the truck driving schools closed, we've had a rather dry run on trainee applicants lately. Now, what time was that? I got that at 11:18, all right, this morning. And then I come in here, and I'm down here about a day early, so I get here, I take me a little nap, I wake up, make me some pancakes and some sausage and stuff, and I'm eating breakfast. So I thought I would look over my YouTube channel, see if there was any comments. Lo and behold, I have a new comment on my YouTube channel. It's Tony Dahl. Tony Dahl goes, Walt presently doesn't have a trainee. Next applicant that applies gets Walt as a trainer. All you have to do is apply at drivemagnum.com. What's up with that, Mr. Dahl? Okay, I'm harassing Tony Dahl pretty hard here. The truth be known is due to COVID-19, the truck driving schools have not been turning out drivers. They're on hold. So no brand new CDL holders have graduated from CDL truck driving school that we basically know of for the last 60 days or so. which puts us in a very unique position. Generally, when it comes to new CDL holders, I am generally booked 3, 4, sometimes 6 months in advance as a trainer. My truck is currently open. Since we don't have anybody that's graduated with a CDL in the last 60 days, I ain't got no one to train. So we're actually going to put that out there, that if you go to drivemagnum.com, put in your application, you just got your CDL, and you're looking for the dream job, you can put it in there and have the misfortune of having me as a trainer. No. I know I cry and complain about training and stuff, but fact of the matter is, if you come here to Magnum and I'm your trainer, I'm going to teach you everything I possibly know. And I will give you the absolute best shot at starting your career as a truck driver. And we will get you on with one of the best companies that you could ever work for. That being said, so if you've got a fresh CDL and you're looking for a place to go, drivemagnum.com, put in your application. And being as Mr. Tony Dahl is so busy with applicants, you'll probably get a telephone call tomorrow. That being said, brand new CDL holder. One more category we'll cover with that. If you've been driving for another company and you've got less than 1 year's experience and you would like to make that move to the dream company before you hit your 2-year mark, we'll take a look at you. We'll hire you. If you got less than 1 year experience, you go out with me. I basically coach you how to do the job for 2 weeks, put you in your solo truck, and you're out. Brand new CDL holder, you go out with me for 30 days. We go see the country, you learn your job. You become a fully qualified truck driver. We put you in your solo truck and you're out. If you got less than 1 year experience, we just go out for 2 years to make sure that you're all that. Make sure that you know how to do the Magnum system and how to do your job. We'll get you back and get you in your solo truck and get you out there. So, if you would like to have me as a trainer, whip in your application right quick. I am available. I don't think I've ever said that in the 2 years that I've been training. I've never said that. I'm available, because people all the time go, dude, I want you as a trainer. And I'm like, I can't make that decision. Tony Dahl is the one that makes that decision, what trainer that you get, and it comes first come, first serve. And generally, guys that want to reserve me as a trainer generally have to wait 2 or 3 months minimum, if they want me as their trainer. Not the case today. You too can be the very next victim. I mean, trainee. DriveMagnum.com. I'll put a link down there. There's an email where you can shoot me an email. Shoot me an email with your name, phone number. I'll call you back. Directly underneath my email address, I'm going to put the DriveMagnum.com link in there. Go on there, fill out your application. Make sure you fill out all the blocks. Fill everything out completely, because they're going to want that before they take a look at you. Excuse me. Okay. Tony Dahl, was that good enough for you? Did I do what you asked, brother? No, Tony's good people. If I didn't like Tony, I wouldn't give him so much crap. But I do give him a little crap. Hey, y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one. Remember, you too can change the world. All you got to do is be nice to each other. Bye-bye.